Welcome everyone to the newest episode of the Tumult Trials, where we battle starter decks and other wacky decks against the community's personal deck list and see how they do. Tonight, at request of myself, we're going to run the Yzmir Starter Deck against whatever decks we run into. I'm going to be honest, this is the deck that I'm going to struggle the most with. This is the faction I'm going to struggle the most with because it is a playstyle that I do not play a lot in card games. Yzmir is the closest to a control faction that Altered has, and the starter deck leans into that by helping you draw cards and helping you control the opponent's board state. Its hero, Akesha and Taru, has an ability called After You, and the easiest way to understand this ability is if you say, no, you go first, I'll go after you. So what it does is it makes your opponent take an action before you. So you have more information, and in any game, information is king. So that's what the deck's trying to do. You're trying to get information and then use your control type cards to stop your opponent from being able to play the game as well as you. The games can be a little longer, so we'll see if we actually play through 3 tonight. But I'm excited to give it a try. This is the only faction I've played 0 games of, so it might be a struggle for me, but that's just closer to the new player experience. This is what we're going for. So let's hop into some games and see how this goes. Welcome to the newest episode of the Tumult Trials. We are going to try beating some custom decks with the Yzmir Starter Deck, the deck that I have the least confidence in. So this is going to be interesting. Hello YouTube, thank you for being here. Feel free to like and subscribe if you feel like it. It's up to you. I'm not your mom. Okay, so let's get going on this game. Choose your starting mana cards. Okay, so definitely oh my god, I don't know how to say that. Sakurabru. It's a cool card, but it's 7 mana. I have 3 Baba Yagas. Oh my god. Okay, Dorothy. Yeah. Two card draws and a sabotage. It's fine. So to remind everyone, Yzmir typically plays more control style games, which are it's just not my preference, but hopefully if you enjoy it, you enjoy this faction, and you get into the game. Good luck, fun. You know, if somebody says it's the starter, do we just concede? I think if there was ever a day where we would need to just concede. It's custom. Alright, so they already went first, so this this ability After You can only use if you're first player, because like if you're a second player, you're not really making them go first, if that makes sense. So we can draw a card, or we can sabotage. Well, sabotaging's pointless, so we're just gonna draw a card. Nice. Winning. Okay. So I think we move. Yeah. You know what I'm afraid of? I have this weird, I'm gonna call it an irrational fear. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on stream, but wow, so many. Okay, no, we have to discard a card. Also, we have so many cards. Okay. Lady of the, I think we get rid of this. I have this weird fear of like having power and like control over people. That's why I never wanted to be the leader in group projects in school. Cause like I'm the kind of person where if you give me power, I know I'll become the villain, and like that's why I don't like playing control decks, because it gives me that feeling. That was a nice little personal tangent. So Teija, their hero, is the hero of the Muna, the green starter deck, but they're playing a custom deck, which is cool. It works for us. They're not confident, but hey, who knows? Maybe you did a good job. I'm proud of you. But it's the first character they play in the afternoon. Gains 1 boost, so they get +1, +1, +1. We're alike. I mean, you tend to gravitate towards people who have some similarities with you. The way like my oldest friends describe it is I need control of myself, but I hate controlling other people. Which is why I don't do any like substances or anything. Okay. So I could pass to them. So the question is like, do I play something and then pass to them, or do I pass? I think this early in the game I pass to them first. If someone who plays this deck, if you're lurking, or if somebody who watches the YouTube video plays this deck, let me know in the comments like what's the thing you do, like when do you pass during the day, when do you after you during the day, because in my head the earlier in the game you are, you do it earlier in the day, and like the later in the game you just hold to keep more information. Ooh, am I ever gonna get 5? No, but I could get, no. Okay, so I think 3-1. Send target character with 3 hand cost. So I could do that and that. Okay. Okay. Wait, hold on. Am I a genius? I don't want you to resupply. Okay, so I'm sending their aloe vera, which lets them get more cards at noon every turn if it's in an expedition, to reserve, to hopefully, yeah. And then I can sabotage it to get rid of it forever. I feel like a genius right now, even though that was probably like the simplest thing possible. So, because Yzmir is more of a control faction, they have a problem where their characters are kind of small. So you're really trying to remove your opponents and then hope that you've cleared enough space to make yours big enough to move, essentially. Okay. And off you go is so expensive. I'll just remove this. Because its ability is not going to activate again, so I think it's fine if we get rid of it. Okay. Discard a card for mana. need characters. I don't really think we need to start getting points. I don't think we need card draw that bad. I must choose an action or pass, huh? 3, 2, okay. 3, 5, 5. 3. Oh, that might have been a mistake. I mentioned earlier that I think our starter decks finally got shipped again, so I'm excited to play in paper with E. Okay. Okay, wait, no, we're doing it. Oh my god. Am I good at this deck? Oh no, I don't want to be good at this deck. Okay, pass. Okay, so okay, I think I get rid of these. They're just so expensive. I need to start again. I don't really know what I'm doing with this deck that badly. I'm the definition of a new player to Yzmir. But I think I need to start putting bodies down. Ooh, Beauty Sleep is good. I think so. I'll have 6, so I could do both of these, or I can do. Okay. So with this episode, we're halfway through the starters, and then there's 3 more, which will finish the streams of them by like this Sunday. And then, oh man, no one's ready for the stupidity that's gonna happen after that. Okay, so do I hold up? I think I make them go. What are you gonna do? This is the second time I've had to tell an opponent this is for a YouTube video, so they're not like... Because last time our first opponent was like really worried. Oh my god, it's fine. Okay, so they have 4 left. Okay, I think I just... Okay. So, Beauty Sleep gives a target character a sleep, which means at dusk, when we count the points to see who moves, this character will have 0 on all their stats, but they'll stay here. So it's like temporary removal, almost. So I could do that again and do this? Wait, this is crazy. No, I think I want to keep that up. They have 1 mana left, so I can do these. I can do this. Because I think I can move on both sides. I don't know if Muna has anything that's 1 mana that can stop me. I don't think so. Muna, we're basically playing the opposite factions. Muna does not have a ton of removal. Yeah, so I can do this. This feels not bad. Maybe this is just a good matchup for Yzmir, because as far as I know, there's like pretty strong consensus that this is the weakest starter deck, but I don't know. I think it's going pretty well right now. I say that, but then like we might be here an hour later and I'm losing this same exact match. But right now it's going okay. I think this is maybe a weird matchup because Muna's like all creatures and Yzmir is like all control. So we're just really holding them down. I think I just get rid of this. Like we're just going like pretty hard control right now. So we can put something to sleep and take something. They're thinking a lot. This is pretty typical if you're playing a control deck. You start thinking a lot. This song is good. Oh my god, I saw the craziest tour announcement, or like concert announcement. It was Linkin Park because they're back with a new singer. This band, Sleep Token, and Bad Omens, which are like arguably the two biggest metal bands in the world right now. And then Linkin Park, which is like also one of the biggest whatever type of music they make bands in the world. So yeah. Okay. So I think that's a hilarious tour. Okay, so I think we put something this we don't have enough. Okay, so we just have to commit somewhere. Okay. I think we wait now. Is it okay if we just pass and let them move both sides? I feel like it is. Because these are going to go away. Yeah, okay. We're going to be bold. We're just going to pass with all these cards in our... with all these cards. And, like, maybe they'll just keep playing stuff? Oh my god, they are. Why? What's one character gains fleeting? Okay, that felt like a misplay. I would have kept that in my hand for the next day because yeah, you're going to give that fleeting or sorry, anchor. You're going to give the Dracana anchor, but like this card's going to go to reserve. Like yeah, you're going to move on both sides, but we're so close to winning. Like that felt weird. Okay. Yeah, because we have first turn and we have sabotage, so we're gonna get rid of a banishing gate. It's just 4 mana is a lot when I don't think we need to hard remove things. We do still only have one character is the problem, so we're kind of like struggling to close the game. We're still struggling to close the game. And Dorothy's so much. You may send target character to reserve. Okay, so Okay. So we make them do this. We make them go. If they play the Spindle Harvester, which is, this card has such cute art, then we just Dorothy the... We won't move though. Okay, I gotta think. You don't have any cards in here. Oh, you may pay 1 to resupply? Wait, no. What? Are you trying to make your planet cost 0? Why? You have so much mana. Why do you need to do that? We both need mountain. They might get to move again. No, I have to stop them from moving. Okay, so 3/2/2. I can send someone to reserve. I can discard a card completely. What do they need? They need water? So unfortunate. Can't even do both of these things. Okay, I think we just put this to sleep. At least then they'll only move on one side, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it was going well, and now I feel like I'm struggling. I do like her little octopus companion friend. He's cool. Okay, Kraken's Wrath. Center reserve up to 3 with hand cost 5 or less. Okay. Yeah, I think we put this down. So we have 9. So we can play Alice and Off You Go something now at least, or Vanishing Gate, or we can play Alice and Dorothy too if we just need points on the board. The deck we played last time, the Ortis deck, which is featured in episode 2 of the Tumult Trials, if you missed it, definitely feels stronger than this deck by a lot. It's so active. This one doesn't feel that far removed from the Bravos one that we played, though, to me. Maybe it's because I don't play control decks a lot, but it doesn't feel that crazy different. Okay, so basically I need to play Dorothy. And then or I play Alice. Yeah, okay. We'll do this. I don't know. I don't know if this is correct. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. It's a chill and quiet night, which I'm not gonna lie, for for this deck I probably needed. It's the mental game. They don't know what I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I have to make a decision. I can either remove this. They'll still move. They'll still move here no, if I do this, they won't move. So we'll both move once. I think, or I do this, and no, I have to play Dorothy. Yeah, I want off this spot. They have a lot of mana. No, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. This is the move. We remove this. Oh, no. No. No, I think I fucked up. I don't think it would have mattered. I should have gone over there. They're gonna move on both sides. I forgot that reserve was a thing in this game. Cause they can just play everything. I should have kept the Kraken's Wrath. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake on my part. Okay, maybe we are proving this is the weakest starter deck. Also, we're proving that I'm human and I make mistakes. Yeah. I don't know why they keep doing that. It's not gonna, doesn't do anything. I feel like they don't understand how this card works. Yeah, they're gonna move on both sides. Oof. Yeah. So yeah. There's just no way we can move on. They only have to move once, we have to move twice. Yeah, I think they got this. Okay, well we have to keep the characters. Yeah, I think if I had played on this side and just tried to get it so that we both moved, that would have been better. Okay. I have 9 mana, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. I still need mountain. They need mountain and water. Man. 3/3. Okay. Let's just see what happens. Still has so much stuff. Oh yeah. Yep. Just gonna pass to you. I don't feel like at this point in the game making them take an action first is like correct, but they've got 2 cards in hand. If I play them, maybe I can have a plan. Hey Sayonara, bruh. How you doing? How's your day going? I'm struggling with the Yzmir Starter Deck. I just punted pretty hard. Okay. I'm not a control player, okay? Whoever watches this on YouTube later. Alright. I'm gonna use Alice's support ability to make them play their last card. Hurricane heading your way. Where are you, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, I've heard that it's the weakest one. You know, the game was going really well for the first like 4 days, and then I started to struggle. Okay. Yeah, because they just have to move twice. What do they need? Plant? I just can't play enough. 3, 3, 4. Oh my god, wait. Maybe I can't. What do we need plant 2 though. Okay. Can I? We need mountain there. Wait, can I do this? Okay. Florida. I grew up in Texas, so I'm not foreign to hurricanes. Discard target. Okay, so if I discard this. Oh yeah, I forgot Amp was in Florida too. Okay. Okay, I have a plan. Okay. Is it a good plan? I don't know. This discard target character or permanent. Okay, I think I do this one. They need forced. I play that. And then they need wait. No, maybe I can't. Okay. I don't think I can, but this is what I would do. I needed one more point in water, I think. Because now if I... Yeah. Honestly, we were pretty close to stopping them. But they'll move here on... Mountain, unfortunately. Yeah. It was close. It was closer than I thought it was going to be honest. We are continuing our struggle to beat someone with the Yzmir Starter Deck. Let's hope this goes better than the last one. So, Orta Starter Deck at the event. That makes sense. I probably would have just rolled a dice and picked. Just bought a double copy of whatever one I rolled. Okay, so they're definitely playing a custom deck. This is the most interesting Yzmir hero to me, and I made the funniest terrible deck for him earlier today that I can't wait to play. Okay. 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 Alright, we'll put those down. Yeah, we just make you go first. For the second YouTube series that we're gonna start, the One Box Brew series, I've been making decks just out of the one box we bought. Why are you so big? Oh my god. Okay. I can't stop you from moving, so there's no point to. So we're just gonna do this. And since it's taking so long for us to get our starter decks, I think I'm just gonna stick with that just to make the videos consistent. And now the challenge is, how different can I make the heroes play? When you're only building all 18 heroes from one box. Like, can you actually make the decks feel different based on the hero? And it's been a good like mental challenge to try to do. The ones I've been struggling with the most are definitely Axiom. Because like the heroes want different things, but Trace and Subash basically want the same thing. Like the core of what they want is similar. A lot of the other factions are more spread out though, so hopefully it'll be easier. Okay. The next spell you cast cost... Okay. One less. So put something down. I need water and anything. I really hope that Equinox is planning for the Adventure Pass to be implemented online, because people keep talking about it and I'm like, I can't even do it because I can't get to a store. Oop. Hold on, we're gonna take a mini detour. Wave my hands. There's gonna be a weird cut in the video, but it's fine. Maybe this game will be over quickly. We can do another one. Thank you for letting me know. Two mana left. And the Traced and Subash decks I made, they're different enough. I think when you add the third hero, it gets a little harder to make them all feel super different. Okay, so I think we're gonna both move, which is okay. But if anyone ever has like deck ideas where they're like, this is a terrible idea, so like, let me know. I'll play it. I'll lose games. YouTube, feel free to comment bad ideas below. I don't. Okay. I guess they draw a card. That's cool. All right. We're struggling. That's the title of the video. We're struggling. I said when we started that this was the deck that I was the most worried about, and I was like, maybe I should just do it now. I think I was right. Okay, so they need forest, mountain, water, forest. Get rid of this. Inova. I've never really played cards with Defender. I understand that like they're usually overstated because they don't move. So it's really about preventing your opponent from moving. But it still feels kind of weird. Okay, we're gonna make them go again. We just want as much information as possible. We have enough mana to play everything, but if we can set up to where we stop them from moving, That would be great. Okay, 3 or less. Okay, so we'd have to put everything on that side. We think they have a 1 mana card. Okay, let's start with this. Start with the known information. Keep our hands secret. Okay. They do. Okay, this is fine. Okay, this is fine. We're not going to move. I don't think. No, we will move. But they won't move on either side. Yeah. Okay. So we do this. We put this card in reserve. And then we're doing it. We're controlling. But we don't, oh no, we don't move because of the defender. Ah. It got me. But they don't move either. That's like, that's fine. I don't think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we're gonna win this one. I opted Persona. Yeah, this game's great. I've been playing some off stream. This is my 3rd day streaming it, I think. It's really good. Have you tried it? I'm struggling right now, but it's fun. It's fun struggling. I think we put this down. Oh, nice. Akesha and Taru. Yeah, we're recording for a YouTube series right now. We're trying to play this starter deck against real decks. It's pretty difficult. What do you usually play? I think the developer and the game is doing a lot of interesting things and a lot of things right. So I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm enjoying making content for it. I'm enjoying playing games. I'm excited to get through all the starter decks so we can start doing weird stuff. But gotta build up to the weird stuff. Okay. Okay. So I play this here. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday or Thursday. This is coming out on Thursday on YouTube. Yeah, so you play Flesh and Blood and Magic. I play Magic mostly. I guess I play this more now, but I play a lot of Magic. I've played the Digimon TCG and the One Piece TCG a tiny bit. I was really into Digimon when it first came out, but it's very hard to keep up with. I've never played Flesh and Blood. Why would you do that? All right. We have no cards. We're not even gonna move. I'm gonna be honest. I think Yzmir is a cool faction. I think the other two heroes are more my playstyle. I've never been like a huge control magic person. If you're into control magic, like this is like seems right up your alley. Like it's fun to get them to go first. Like, that's fun. But I'm struggling. Also, I don't know why they... Okay, they still have cards in hand. I'm losing it, okay? I'm just losing it. When we were playing the first game, I was like, you know, this deck doesn't feel that much worse than the Ortis deck. And now, getting halfway through game 2, it feels that much worse than the Ortis deck. Yeah. We're really struggling. I think this is the deck that would be hardest for a new person to play though. And I think we're conveying that well. Got the Yzmir Starter. Yzmir a ton of core pieces such as spells. I think it's too character heavy. Yeah. And this is like a known thing. Their characters aren't meant to compete with other characters. You need the disruption and removal to like even the playing field when you play your stuff. Yeah, this is definitely... Okay, I mean, I don't think we got this one. I think all the starter decks are kind of awkward except for the Ortis one, but this one definitely, it feels like it's trying to do too many things at the same time, I guess. Yeah, they're just gonna off you go something. I'm the kind of person who I try very hard not to concede, even though like I think it's very clear that we've lost this one. You know, 90% due to probably me misplaying for this deck being a little difficult to play, and because the starter decks aren't as consistent as a deck a person can make. I can't imagine they don't have something to stop me from moving the other side. I don't think it matters, but oh yeah, they did. Wow, that's crazy. the 1 mana 0/1/1 clutching right there. That's crazy. Oh, and okay. That's crazy expensive. I can technically do both. I don't think this is gonna get us back in the game, but oh, error. They have so many cards in their hand. We've been playing with an empty hand for like half this game. I'm trying to see if Board Game Arena says what day it is when you're in full screen mode, but I don't think it does. which is a little awkward. I think it should. Unless I'm blind. I could be blind. Okay. What side do I play Sakurabu on? They've got to have some. I bet they have Vanishing Gate. They have the mana for it. So we move back twice. They have something. We'll just put it on this side. I don't know. Oh, it does it automatically? I don't know why I just assumed it did it at the end of the day. Like you just moved backwards at the end of the day instead. Wait. So if you had... Is it only from hand? Does anyone know if the rare Sakurabu does the force your opponent backwards from anywhere or from reserve? Obviously, Sakurabu that can discard a card from opponent's hand and move them back in the same turn. Yeah, like that's sweet. This is a cool card. This card and Baku are probably my favorite Yzmir cards. I don't know if I've ever seen the rare Sakurabu. Oh. Wait. This isn't gonna do it though, right? No, it will. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they got it. Still from hand. You know how crazy it would be if you could do it from reserve? And you put 2 of them in reserve? Alright. Good game. That was a struggle for me. We played him before. Oh my god, this might be the this might be the mirror match from hell. This is gonna be pretty funny. Alright, I gotta stop laughing. Yeah. Alright. Hello everyone. We're on to the 3rd game, according to stream, of the Yzmir Starter Deck. It's going great, let me tell you. It's going fantastic. We're gonna keep it up right now. We're coincidentally playing Doombringer, somebody we've played before on this series, so that's neat. They hop in chat sometimes. It's actually hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, part of me hopes they just like win as quickly as possible. Okay, they're playing. They know I'm gonna ask this. It's so funny. Okay, man. I feel like I've been putting the wrong cards down as mana every time. We're not gonna concede to them because we've played them before and that seems rude. Yeah, the home team. They're so good. Okay. They know. They know what we're doing. Oh, I don't know what to keep. Why did we... Look how... We drew 3 of our rare cards out of like 7 or 8. That's actually wild. Can I keep 3 rare cards? I don't want to discard all of them. That feels so bad. He said he's playing a control deck. An Axiom control deck. That's fun. Okay. I think I do this. I had to discard one more. I think I do this. I don't know. The home team's great. My music taste is like crazy, so eventually a song will pop up for everyone. Okay. Yeah, we'll just draw a card. Oh, he probably has like brass bug hives or something in his hand. Which, unless we draw like Kraken's Wrath or something, is going to be kind of rough for us. Okay, I think we put Dorothy down. Oh my god, we keep discarding our, or we keep making our rares mana. So, you know, obviously no one has to answer. That's like my policy on stream is I can ask questions and answer them myself. But if you're comfortable answering, after, a week and a half of the game being out, 2 weeks of the game being out, how do people feel about like uniques and rares? Because I've seen a lot of debate on the Discord, and for me, I don't see what people are worried about personally. I know someone was really worried about whales buying the best uniques and like winning all the tournaments, but like those whales aren't going to play tournaments. And the variance is still a thing. And like I think people forget that most of the people who buy packs of cards don't go play in official events. Like it's true of every card game. The biggest demographic for every card game are just people who play at home and like never sell their cards. I should play the game. So I just think it's not worth worrying about, but I'm always curious about people's opinions. If like maybe I'm the crazy one. 2/2/2, huh? With 1 mana. No, I'm not worried about uniques. The idea of running its one real mash is fun to me. Yeah, like I said this on the Discord, and like my opinion is, if you lose the match against the like 1% chance you run into the person that has 3 god tier uniques, you were gonna lose that match anyway because they already spent money on the rest of their deck to make it consistent and good. Like the uniques are not what won them the game. Okay. I'm not a fan of the defender in this deck. It doesn't do what the starter deck thinks it wants to do. So I have 5 mana. So I can do 1, 2. Okay. So we can do stuff. We can do stuff. I say it with no confidence. I think it's gonna take like This is one good thing about the game is if you've played other card games like Magic, Magic gets solved in 2 days now. Like, people know the meta decks before the set even comes out, and it's really sad. I think because of uniques and because the way the like rarity limitation works in this game, I do think it's going to take longer for people to figure out optimal decks, which in my opinion is a great thing. Okay, so they'll move, but we can... Okay, I think we still do this. Get rid of this, because then we'll move on both sides, question mark. Okay. In the first game we played tonight, we got to this point, and I said, this doesn't feel nearly as worse as the Ortis deck as like people have led me to believe. And then we know how that game went. So I'm not saying that again. But I might be thinking it. This, am I crazy? The stuff in this deck feels so expensive. Like, I don't think that's that weird for a control deck and like other, excuse me, types of games. But in this game with its like alternating activations, there's no ramp in Yzmir, as far as I know. There's none in the starter deck. It feels weird. Okay, we're keeping up Banishing Gate. We're gonna try to keep up Banishing Gate. Can't keep up Banishing. Okay, so you just have to play stuff. They need Forest. We have 6 mana. Okay, I think we do this. That at least forces them to like think about what they're playing. Oh, does that just discard? Oh, they had fleeting. Okay. I'm a genius. I say sarcastically. Okay. So hopefully we both move. Okay. This still, I don't trust the situation. I haven't seen a ton of control elements in their deck, but maybe they're just not drawing them. I assume they're going for kind of like you win with the brass bug tokens and you're trying to control the board. It's an interesting idea. I actually think it could work like with the additional set that's supposed to be coming in January. Is this a game where we need Kraken's Wrath? Last time we discarded Kraken's Wrath, we needed it. But I'm doing it again anyway. That's Okay. I really need like Tooth Fairy to sabotage or something. So I have 7. Okay, so I can definitely do stuff. I can't do that much stuff though. Okay, we're gonna do this. I think they drew the Brass Bug Hive too late. And like, it's really hard if you can't take, like, ideally with the rare one, you want like Foundry Mechanic. Even better if you have 2 in your opening hand and Brass Bug Hive, because what you want is to be able to play it on day 2. Anything after like day 3, it feels too slow. Okay, so I can get rid of, I leave your landmark sabotage. Or I can get rid of a character. Oh, I can do both of these things. Okay. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I have to get rid of the Brass Bug, which feels kind of weird, but wait, no. All right, I feel like I just messed up again. Yeah, they have an overwhelming amount of options in their reserve that I don't know if it would have mattered in the end. We'll see what they do. Depends on where they put this. We're technically winning. No, we're tied here. They won't move here though. They need to play something here. Okay, and then what? They're gonna switch. They need water. Okay. Maybe we just... We need mountain. Okay, we play this here. They have 1 mana. They have options. They can make a character switch expedition, which I haven't seen anyone use this card before. It's interesting. Okay, so just no one's moving, I think. Oh no, they moved. Why'd they? Oh, they had 2 water. Okay, I see it now. Okay, our stuff is cheaper now. Maybe we can... This feels more like what the deck wants to be doing when you're playing everything or most things for cheaper from reserve. We're going to get rid of the off you go. We need bodies. This is like the problem we ran into, is I think we're trying to play this like a control deck, and it is a control deck, but it's not that control-y of a deck. Alright. We're gonna put one of the Sakab... So this is such a hard name to say. Sakara Brews down. And then we're gonna make them go first. If they play Brass Bug Hive, so we can play Sakara Brew and the Yzmir Stargazer. Okay, so they're gonna get 2 bugs with 2 boost. They need mountain, so they'll move here. They have 2 mana left, so they could play Hook and whatever's in their hand. They need water. Okay, or we play all of this stuff. No, I think we 2. Okay, 2, 1, 3. Okay, so 4. Okay. I actually think we ban it. We have to banish and gate this. We can't let it stay out. All right, we got to banish and gate the Brass Bug Hive. If we can survive the, like, we just can't leave that out. It's too much value. Oh, did they pass? Can we do this? So that's 3, 1, 3. No. So we can move on this side. Wait, hold on. LD. Okay. Actually. Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll do this. Both of us moving is fine. We're much closer to winning. We're starting to see some of their deck's control elements now, like the Hooked, the Kelon, Burst. It feels like their strategy is make the engine to make Brass Bug Hives and then just remove things as it's played that you need to remove. So we need water. I just don't. Okay, we're not even gonna play Sakar Brew. We're just gonna discard him. This card feels like a trap in this starter deck. It's so expensive. Moving your opponent back 1 space is cool, but when you're playing against more real decks or decks that have a more consistent theme, I think you're like forced to kind of be lower to the ground just to keep up. So they need Mountain. Okay, so we have 9, so that's 8, 9. So we can play everything. We gotta be stupid smart about we gotta be smart about this. Okay, so we're gonna start with this. We just need to win a side. But they have so much, so I'm trying to kind of slow play it to make it look like we don't know what we're doing. We kind of don't know what we're doing, but okay. We do this. So if they Keylon burst either of these, it's fine because we have this and that's all their mana. We're worried about what's in their hand. Hook might screw us over, but I think it's fine. Oh, they have Boom. What does Boom do? Sacrifice a character or permanent. If you do, discard character or permanent. Okay, that should be fine, right? Oh my god, did we actually do it? Oh my god. Wait, did we do it? Haha. Those games weren't that long compared to when we played the Bravos deck against people's custom Yzmir decks, which I think proves that, and we're going to talk about it for a minute, that this deck, the Yzmir Starter Deck, it definitely struggles. Like, if you watched even some of those 3 games, the first 2 felt like we were doing well, and then by the end it felt like there was no hope for us. And I mentioned at the beginning, I'm not much of a control player, but this is I'm the perfect example of somebody new to the game and new to card games trying to play this deck, because it was quite hard. I won't lie. The last game, I don't know if there's something they could have done. They had Kellon Burst. I think the thing that did it was getting rid of the Brass Bug Hive. I think they needed that consistency to have a character out, because they did say they were playing like an Axiom control deck, which is a really cool idea, and I hope they keep working on it. Thank you again, Doombringer00, for the game. It's always a pleasure to play against you. But just looking at the deck list, like, what would I do? What would I change in it? I think if you're gonna play Akesha and Taru, you just have to go harder into control. Like, I would probably increase all of the disruption cards to being 3 each, like 3 copies of each. Change some of them to the rare copies. Card draw. There's definitely cards in the set that make it so your expedition moves without characters being there. I think this is something that the community needs to think about in general, because the way this game works and its alternating activations, control is just kind of a hard thing to do, because you're always playing tennis with your opponent. You can't wait forever to decide what's worth controlling. At some point, you have to pull the trigger, and 50% of the time, you're going to pull the wrong trigger because you don't have the information. And I think that's what the control decks in the game are going to struggle with. And I think that this is what the starter deck struggles with the most. I think if you are a control player at heart, you'll do much better than me. Maybe you would have won 2 out of 3 of those games, maybe even 3 out of 3. So I definitely don't want to say don't pick up this deck. You should pick up your deck based on vibes and honestly nothing else. Unless you know you're going to play in a tournament, just please pick decks based on vibes. But that's going to do it for this episode of the Tumult Trials. I am glad we played this deck. I'm glad I tried it out. It was definitely a learning experience. It'll help me try to build control decks in the future. I'll definitely be asking the community for advice since it's not my forte. But hope everyone has a good night. Hope you had a good time watching the gameplay, and I hope you'll be here for the next one.